it together with PFL and see what we can come up with. But I just beat the best girl that's...
In the world of mixed martial arts MMA, few fighters have made as much noise as Dakota Ditcheva and Kayla Harrison. Both women are champions in their own right, powerful, skilled, and determined. But now the entire fight world is buzzing about one question: what will happen when these two incredible athletes finally meet inside the cage? Fans and experts are already calling it the greatest women's MMA fight ever, a battle that could define a generation. Before we jump into what this massive showdown might look like, let's rewind and look at how both women reached the top and what makes each of them so dangerous. The power of Kayla Harrison.
I want to say God is good, and He's not just good because I won tonight. He's good because we're all here. We're breathing air. We're on this earth.
Kayla Harrison is not just another fighter. She's a two-time Olympic gold medalist in judo and a two-time PFL, Professional Fighters League, lightweight champion. Her record speaks for itself. Dominant wins, incredible grappling, and a level of mental toughness that makes her almost unstoppable. In 2023, Kayla faced Aspen Ladd, a talented fighter with a strong record. 11 wins, 4 losses, 6 knockouts, and 4 submissions. But Kayla's record of 15 wins and only 1 loss already made her the clear favorite going in. As soon as the bell rang, Kayla showed why she's one of the best. Both women tested each other early, throwing jabs and keeping distance. But Aspen's aggression opened a door for Kayla, a strong left jab followed by a painful liver kick. The crowd could feel the power in every strike. Aspen tried to stay in the fight, but Kayla took her down easily, using her world-class judo to slam Aspen to the mat. She went straight for the crucifix position, a move that traps an opponent's arms and lets Kayla unleash punches freely. Aspen did everything she could to defend, but Kayla's control was overwhelming. Round after round, Kayla dominated. Aspen tried to attack, but her strikes didn't land with much effect. Kayla, on the other hand, kept the pressure high. Powerful ground control, smart defense, and quick counters. By the final round, Aspen was completely drained. Kayla switched tactics, going more offensive. Knowing her opponent was out of breath, she landed combination punches that pushed Aspen to her limit. When the final bell rang, the result was obvious. Kayla Harrison won by unanimous decision. But what made headlines was what came next. Kayla grabbed the microphone and said, "I heard there's a girl in Bellator who thinks she's a bad one. Why don't we find out?" That challenge would later become a spark for the fight of the decade. The British shark across the ocean. In the UK, another storm was brewing. Her name, Dakota Ditcheva, often called the British Barbie by her critics. But make no mistake, she's anything but delicate. Dakota was undefeated, 13 wins, 0 losses, and known for her explosive striking. She had the kind of power that could end a fight in a single kick, and the kind of confidence that made her a crowd favorite. In 2024, she faced Taila Santos, a dangerous Brazilian fighter with 22 wins and 3 losses, including 10 knockouts. Many thought this would be Dakota's toughest fight yet. When the bell rang, Dakota immediately took control of the cage. Using her long legs, she kept Taila at distance with sharp kicks and clever footwork. Taila tried to close the distance with grappling, attempting takedowns and clinches, but Dakota's movement was too smooth. Each time Taila got close, she paid for it. Knees to the body, elbows to the head, and lightning-fast counters. At one point, Taila managed to grab Dakota in a body lock and take her down, but Dakota bounced back to her feet almost instantly. Her reflexes were incredible. She never looked panicked, even under pressure. Then, with just seconds left in the round, Dakota landed a brutal liver punch followed by rib strikes that dropped Taila to her knees. The referee had no choice but to stop the fight. Dakota celebrated with a smirk, mocking her critics by pretending to apply lipstick, a message to those who called her just a model. She declared confidently, "They say I should be a model. Well, a model just beat your ass in round 2. With that, Dakota Ditcheva became the new PFL flyweight champion, earning a $1 million prize and even more respect from the MMA world. Kayla's road of destruction. Before she was calling out fighters in Bellator, Kayla Harrison was already building a legacy of dominance. One of her early iconic fights came in 2022 against Caitlin Young. Caitlin was a veteran with 12 wins and 12 losses, a solid striker with 8 knockouts on her record. She had height and reach advantages, but Kayla's grappling was a different level. In round 1, Kayla faked a jab to lure Caitlin into overcommitting, then exploded forward with a powerful takedown. Within seconds, Kayla had full control on the ground. She worked for the crucifix position again, trapping Caitlin's arms, and began to unleash a storm of punches. Caitlin tried to cover up, but the punches kept landing. The referee had no choice but to stop the fight. Kayla won by TKO in the first round, securing another playoff spot and proving once again that her ground and pound game was one of the most dangerous in women's MMA. Dakota's war against Sumiko Inaba. Then came July 19, 2025, another massive test for Dakota Ditcheva. Her opponent, Sumiko Inaba, a powerful striker from Hawaii known for her durability and heart. From the very first second, both women came out swinging. The crowd roared as they exchanged punches and kicks in the center of the cage. Dakota landed a huge kick to the face early on, but Sumiko stood tall, refusing to back down. Dakota, frustrated by Sumiko's resilience, switched to her deadly clinch game, using her knees to crush Sumiko's ribs. Each knee landed with a thud that echoed through the arena. Sumiko tried to escape, but Dakota trapped her against the cage, landing elbows and body shots relentlessly. By the end of the first round, Sumiko's face was swollen and her breathing was heavy. Round 2 began, and Dakota unleashed another series of powerful kicks and punches. The damage piled up. Sumiko was hurt, but she refused to quit. The crowd admired her toughness, but everyone knew Dakota was in full control. Midway through round 2, Dakota landed a nasty combination, knees to the body, followed by elbows to the head. The referee watched closely, but Sumiko somehow survived until the bell. In round 3, Dakota decided to change tactics. Instead of rushing in, she kept her distance, using her range to control the fight. Sumiko tried one last desperate takedown, but Dakota easily defended it and smiled as if to say, "Nice try." When the final bell rang, the judges all agreed. Dakota Ditcheva won again, remaining undefeated at 15-0. It was the second time in her career she had to go all 3 rounds, and it showed her ability to adapt and stay calm under pressure. Styles make fights power versus technique. So what happens when these two powerhouses, Dakota Ditcheva and Kayla Harrison, finally meet in 2026? It's a true clash of styles. Kayla Harrison is the grappler, the powerhouse who dominates on the ground. She thrives on control, suffocation, and relentless pressure. If she gets hold of you, it's like being trapped under a tank. Dakota Ditcheva, on the other hand, is a striker. Fast, accurate, and explosive. Her kicks can end fights instantly, and her timing is nearly perfect. She prefers to keep the fight standing, where she can use her long reach and quick combinations. Analysts around the world are split. Some believe Kayla's wrestling and judo will be too much for Dakota. Others think Dakota's movement and striking will keep Kayla at a distance long enough to land the knockout blow. But one thing is certain. This fight won't go the distance. The fight everyone wants to see. The anticipation for Dakota Ditcheva versus Kayla Harrison is massive. Social media is full of predictions, debates, and highlight reels comparing their best moments. Dakota's lightning-fast head kicks versus Kayla's crushing double-leg takedowns. Dakota's sharp elbows against Kayla's unstoppable ground control. A battle of beauty, power, and skill. Two women representing completely different fighting philosophies. Kayla's fans point to her experience. 2 Olympic gold medals and years of dominance in the PFL. They say Dakota has never faced someone with that kind of grappling pedigree. But Dakota's supporters argue that Kayla has never fought anyone with Dakota's striking power and precision. If the fight stays standing, Dakota has the edge. If it goes to the ground, it's Kayla's world. The real question is, who can force the fight into their world first? What to expect in 2026? When the cage door closes in 2026, both women will step into history. Kayla Harrison will bring her years of experience, her Olympic-level grappling, and her unmatched strength. Dakota Ditcheva will bring her fearless attitude, her lightning speed, and her striking that has left a trail of knockouts behind her. This won't just be a fight. It will be a war between two of the most elite female athletes in MMA, one representing the future of striking, the other the legacy of judo dominance. Every punch, every takedown, every exchange will matter. And the world will be watching, no matter who wins. This fight will change women's MMA forever. If Kayla wins, she cements her place as one of the greatest of all time, a true legend who conquered both the Olympics and professional MMA. If Dakota wins, she becomes the new face of women's fighting, young, undefeated, and a global star who proved that beauty, confidence, and violence can coexist inside the cage. Either way, fans will remember this battle as the greatest women's MMA fight ever, a defining moment for the sport and a reminder that greatness knows no gender.